for real, for real, really real, really real, really real, really real, for real, for real, for real, for real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just why I live, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, ooh, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bit. It's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the ground. I know I'm a man. I'm my 2020. Whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nice on top of nice, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding.
Yes, sir. Good morning, good morning. How are we all doing? Hope we're all well. Hope everyone is good. And yeah, let's get it. Let me check how all systems go. Hope we're well. Zoom guys, hope we're well. YouTube chat. YouTube chat's always well. Actually, no, they're sometimes they're good, sometimes they're moody, sometimes they're, you know. So let's have a look here. Do we look like we're all good? Yes, everything is working. So let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so let's go ahead and get straight into it with the analysis here. Start off by saying today we do have news today at 10 a.m. We have unemployment numbers coming out. They're expecting to see 2.3. Wow, that's a huge difference between 0.9 and 2.3. So they're supposed to, yeah, that's really interesting. Look at last, this is completely off, right? Look at the forecast, 17K unemployment claims, and then it came out at 0.9. and now they're expecting 2.3k, so they expect it to go up. We'll see if it comes up. I mean, I can't even trust, I don't even know what to say, because how do you expect 17,000 people gonna be unemployed, claim unemployment, and then it comes out at less than 1,000? It's like, what? Like, you know, anyways, we will have a look and see what this means for charts. I mean, it's important to see, you know, basically what the unemployment rate is. It's going to give a good idea of the economy and the economic standpoint, and then we can take it from there, you know. So yeah, it should, you know, less than a forecast is of course means that the economy is doing better, but that if the economy is doing better means less interest rate hikes, so we could see price move down instead of up, but we could see initial reaction up. So this one's a kind of wait and see. This is a wait and see type move. And yeah, let's go ahead and do the analysis overall. Start off on the daily time frame here. Looking at the daily time frame, previous daily, nice push yesterday from the bottom of our range after we continued respecting the bottom of the range here. So we had a nice push, and now we're still back up below this daily range here, which is coming all the way back from this resistance here, this resistance, and currently this resistance back here. We have passed through it twice, but we can see we're reacting at it now, and it's basically a 4-hour resistance. So daily is bullish, though. To continue, we need to break the highs, essentially. That's what's going to give us the continuation. Moving down to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that resistance now come into fruition, and we can see where we are on the chart, right? So we can see we have a 4-hour resistance here. We have another, this is a 15/4 hour as well, right? And we're basically sitting at the top of the range here. Someone says a weekly. Yeah, it is also weekly resistance, which is definitely interesting to see. Thanks for pointing that out. So yeah, it is also weekly resistance here, and that's why we're reacting off it, obviously. So need to keep that in mind. You know, obviously we're kind of sitting in this tough spot here. I don't want to do, you know, news can change my analysis like this. I could do a whole analysis now, and then one candle comes, moves 50 pips, and then we're looking at something different here. But for the moment here, what we can see is that basically we're inside of this range and inside of this range. So it's really doing this at the moment, and until it decides to get below this is only where sells can make sense. Or if it starts to create some sort of structure within here, maybe we could look to trade from the bottom of here back up to the top, which does make sense, and then continuation above here into this zone would be our target. It's kind of the plan I'm populating here. I'm not too inclined to sell too quick, just based on the bullish momentum we've had. There's no reason why this doesn't continue, but if we do create structure, of course, with the 2 4-hour candles closing bearish, if we start getting below this 15-minute I have, which is also the 4-hour range lows, then sells can also start to make sense, right? But momentum is still towards the upside if we look at what's going on the charts, and we're not breaking down quickly. So I'd want to get back outside of this range, down below these type of supports down here, and that's where sells would make sense. Preferably, I would like to be outside of this range instead of selling into all of these wicks here. Even though this could look good, I would like to get out of this range, which would be a lot better for me for sells. If not, then I need to see resistance form below, right? So if I'm just gonna get a close below, I need to see like a thunderstorm, and then I'm gonna watch that zone. So I need to see it below this area here, close below, and then a pullback to continue. Otherwise, just closing below this 342 is going to be better for downside, and then we do have a nice range to trade actually, and that starts to look good. Nice 20 pip range here, which I'll be interested in. Especially what would be cool to see is if news gives a nice little liquidity grab to the upside here, and then we dump after that. That would be like, okay, cool, at least now we grab liquidity to continue down bearish, and it can kind of confirm that. I mean, at the same time, we can have the complete opposite where news pushes down to continue up. This is why I don't want to take the first sells here, because we could easily get this, right? Remember, we're still higher time frame bullish here. So, you know, we could easily get a move where we just fake out. Let me just draw with zoom tools, much better. You can easily get a move, something looking like this, where we fake out here, and then this is the fake out, and then continue back. That's why I kind of want to see close below, small pullback, and then that, and then I can take sells. That would be a lot better. So we'll see what news does. We have news in around 15 minutes here. Above here looks good. We have 8 pips till around this range right here. That could be another option here, but I'm not taking this option too early. We need a 15-minute close. It's unlikely this closes in 2 minutes, so the next 15 minutes is going to be news. So we're looking like after news is going to be the thing, but we can wait and see what's going on, finish our analysis and all of that. But yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for on GJ. Pretty mixed bias, but pretty clear plan, you know, potential buys above here. Buying above these highs up here, not too comfortable, to be honest. Not enough of a range, very small range, 14 pips here. I'd rather buy to the highs and see what happens. But at the same time, this is quite difficult here with all this resistance. Definitely a zone that we would want to retest into before continuing down. Because if you flip this chart and you were looking at, if we were looking at this as a buying, right? And we look at this, looks very juicy, right? If we were looking at this for buys here, obviously this would be nice to come back down, respect this zone, and then continue up bullish. So that's what the type of thing you'd be looking for. So yeah, below this line looks good to continue up. You know, if we were looking at it, sometimes it's good to view because we're used to buying GJ all the time. So it's good to view it like this, you know, but getting above these resistances could give us an option, which is basically getting below it, right? So we'll see how this ends up populating, and we'll see what we can do with it. Overall, let's have a look at gold as well. Gold is still inside of that range we developed yesterday, respecting that daily support like a beauty. Popped up during NY. I think yesterday, pre-NY, we planned this actually on the London Zoom. So when we were on Zoom, we were looking at gold popping down here and potentially forming one of our setups here. And some of the guys in the group did have a bottom wick on this on their broker as well. Was able to take this at the break of the highs. Some ended up closing break even. Some also ended up closing at TP up here at these wicks and managed to secure those positions. So pretty nice move. And for those who took gold, me personally, I was locked in on GJ as always. And we didn't get a move till really late yesterday on GJ. So I got these buys right here on GJ. I did share it in the group. Let's have a look. We can have a look at it in this group here. Yeah, these are the buys yesterday that I took. Basically looks something like this. I give a little bit more detail for all the people because not everyone was available at that time. I did also post it in the free group here. If you guys want to see the trades, I always do post it for you guys to have a look. But this move we planned at London. Remember when price came here, we're like, this would be a great spot to see resistance formed. And then we can look for buys to come get above this zone. This is what we planned in London. And all London did was start to pull back, and then it failed to create support here. Then we were looking potentially above here. Some people yesterday did end up getting this close. They were happy to run the big stops here. Personally, for me, I did give an early option here, fake out into the range. I closed at break even aggressively. And then this candle came. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to wait to see if we can get a nice close. But it was a strong close, and then I had to wait again. And then people are like, oh, is the push done? I'm like, if we pull back and close above, that will be our option. And this didn't come till a little bit later, but it was a beautiful move, and the same move we expected in London, but just came late. So this is sometimes how it is going to be on a news week, right? We have CPI as well for Gbp tomorrow, which is the real big one. That's the real big one, the CPI. But sometimes we might just see moves come a little bit later because London is full of news, but the plan still continues. That's the thing, right? The plan didn't change. I planned this from London. I just had to wait till late New York. So the main thing here and the important thing is that patience pays off, right? That was a huge lesson yesterday, that all of this did not give me an entry that followed my rules, but doesn't mean I missed the move because this wasn't my move, right? So as long as I still keep remaining patient and following my plan, as long as your plan is right, you'll find a move eventually, and that's what will pay you off, right? And that's super important. Is it's about taking your move, taking the move that you plan for, and having the confidence to take that move, not trying to catch every move, right? Because if we could catch every move in the market, then we'd all be billionaires, right? It'd be super easy to do so. So that was an important lesson, you know, just to be patient and wait for the right setup. Apart from that, if we go ahead and look at, you know, what's ending up happening on gold here, right? We can see what's happening on gold here. So on gold, daily time frame ended up closing bearish here. So bearish close here, top of the range. If we start breaking outside of this range is really where the sells make sense. You know, we could end up just ranging in between these zones like this before continuing down bearish. So we have to take that into consideration. Looking at the 4-hour time frame as well, you can see that start to develop. And yeah, you know, you're selling into this, you're asking for a slap. We need to get below the daily support. That's really where sells start to make sense. Once you get a fat 4-hour candle close, that's where you can start to look to sell gold and start retracing some of this move. Otherwise, we're sitting here pretty inside this range, and that's all you're going to do is you're going to bounce from the bottom of the range and sell from the top. You know, until this range is broken, you're basically range trading again. This is where gold becomes hard. This is where people lose money on gold, is because they trade gold in this scenario when it's not the best to trade. So for buys, you know, it makes sense, you know, inside the range above these highs you could probably do, but I wouldn't probably personally take this because it's kind of the middle of the range. I rather this pull down, see the same thing happen yesterday, happen again today, then take the same buys. Buying up here is not really the best, but gold in a range not always the best, you know. But daily support, if you're seeing support formed at daily support, that's where probably the same as yesterday, that's where you can get your option again. And you know that if any 4-hour candle starts to leave 1905, 1906, once we start to leave that type of zone, that's where you get your sells, and that's where sells will make sense, especially once the 4-hour candle starts closing below these ranges here. Otherwise, we're ranging on gold, crabbing a bit, and yeah, that's basically that. So pretty clean. That is the analysis for today. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you did enjoy it, I would appreciate you guys leaving a like on the stream. Definitely does help. Get the likes up to around 250 or about 500 of us in here. Then I don't have to ask for the YouTube business, but you know what it is, guys. Part of the game, right? So yeah, that's that. And yeah, beautiful. We had another chance on GJ after that trade a few hours after. No, you're buying a little bit late. That's a little bit late to take a buy. It did play out, but long term, this is not a good buy because it's very late in the session. And you can get caught in sideways action. As you can see, this was the last push you had. This whole move was the last push, and without the volume you would have been stuck in a range. So I would recommend not really trading after London close. It's around 8 p.m. my time. 8 p.m. is very, very late. I think 7 max, 6:30 my time is basically, you know, how it is. But it was an option, you know, in terms of setup one, close above the range. But I think long-term trading at that time, not the best. The max out pusher is kind of where I did around London close. London close is kind of where I'm looking at. Well, just before London close. To use that volume, kind of like what we do now, but pre-London open. I'm in on sells. Be very, very careful, guys, with sells. We have news today, guys. We have news, and news can, you know, change. So, Gbpjpy, put it all caps. Yeah, 10 minutes. So yeah, 10 minutes till news. Gonna put that here so people can see. Basically waiting for news because this candle doesn't close for 10 minutes. So yeah, we'll see. Why am I seeing a different calendar than yours in Forex Factory? I didn't apply filters. I'm not seeing unemployment. I only see average earnings index. Average earning. It's not called unemployment. They call it, but it is unemployment. They call it what? Claimant count change. That's what they call it. But it is unemployment data. Harry, gold please. I just did the whole gold analysis. On FX Street it's not shown. That's strange. It's even shown here. It is important here. So 2 hours after London NY Open is still okay. No, 3 hours after NY Open is still okay because we have New York Stock Exchange. Right? We have New York Stock Exchange. But I just don't recommend trading refresh. But we have it here on Tradingview, guys. Unemployment here is at 10 a.m. I don't understand. It's the same thing. They maybe just, I'm gonna refresh and then we can see. Right? It's there on Tradingview. Average earning index is what they're calling it. That's weird. That's sketchy, right, guys? How do you just change news? That's sketchy. That's worrying. They're just like, okay, forget about that news, and then Tradingview shows unemployment still. Tradingview shows unemployment. That's sketchy. Like, come on. So now I don't know what we're looking at. We're looking at average. Anyways, there's still news and it's a red folder and we have it. So now they're looking in the change in price in businesses. Okay, this is important. This is kind of like a PPI. You know how we have PPI on the USD and then we have CPI tomorrow. So this will give a good indication about tomorrow. So this will give a good indication about tomorrow. Algos will turn off. They'll just turn it off for news. Daily FX shows what? Unemployment rate. Oh no, it's here. Average earnings and claimant. Oh, it shows both. Okay, fine. I guess we have both. But now they're trying to double screw us because they're not putting both here. Investing.com shows unemployment change as well. So it looks like we have both at the same time. But this is going to be important. Average earnings. But it's only 3 months, right? 3 months change in release monthly 45 days after the month. And data represents 3 month. Okay, moving average compared. Yeah, but this is just important to talk about 8.5 forecast 8.2. Yeah, this is more about yeah, the unemployment is more important than this, I would say, because this is on 3 month, and then the big one is CPI tomorrow. But if this comes back worse, then it can show that CPI is, if this comes back higher, then it can show that CPI might come back higher. But they're really trying to mess up. That's sketchy, man. That's sketchy. My FX book says unemployment rate. Yeah, I think unemployment rate is the main one here. That's going to be secondary. We're looking at unemployment rate here. See what it's come back at. See what it comes back as. That's what we're looking at. Yesterday I lost 837 on gold and GJ. Well, that's not the best. You know, obviously it's a shitty feeling. I'm not sure why people are happy to lose so much money in the markets, but they're not happy to spend time and save money by even investing a little in themselves to learn the skill. Like for a fraction of that cost, you can get good information, and it just mind boggles me. And then they end up broke, and then they say, oh, I can't do anything. I blew all my money in the markets. It's like, you should have never, this just from learning free resources, you should have never been able to blow that money. Of course, you can make mistakes, but you can't complain about it. You know, if you blow money, you have to look back and say, okay, was that an emotional mistake? Was that a technical mistake? Or do I just not have a plan? Am I just here gambling without a plan? Obviously, that's the easiest one. That's the one that I feel 80% of people are doing, is that they just go and they take 1,000 concepts that they watch some guru on YouTube talk about and this other person talk about, and then they try it with real money in hopes that they make money. And that's just gambling. So, you know, it's ridiculous. Is it wrong to trade 10 hours a day? Of course it's wrong to trade. The whole point we trade is to try work a part-time job and yield a full-time income. That's the whole point of trading. And the more time you spend at the charts, the less money you make. Every single trader I speak to, successful institutional-based trader, they only trade 4 months of the year, and they only trade their session and go. Go look at the stock exchange. Stock open, NYSE, stock opens, they go put their orders in, and they're done. They leave by 10 a.m. You know? That's how it is. Like, don't go blow money in the markets. You're better off finding someone who can provide value, can help you, and then spend some money there. You're better off if you are going to spend money. And if you don't want to spend any money, then just learn for free to begin with. You can't go in blind and then complain when you lose money, because at the end of the day, that's how it is. You know, it's just, you can't go in blind. You know, you can't be upset at losing that money if you went in without any plan, without anything. You know, the quiz they give when you open a brokerage account needs to be harder. You had a quiz. I didn't even have a quiz. Bro, yesterday I traded Ethereum for the first time, and then I got smacked over fake news. What happened? Yeah, there's some sort of manipulation. They talked about a potential ETF being approved, but it wasn't approved. It was just discussion. So they mess you up. 63 million? Damn. What time is it? 3 minutes? I'll be back. 1 sec. Harry went to bring us lobsters. Intern fucked up at Cointelegraph. Probably some inside trading for sure. Probably some inside trading. Have I changed my camera angle? No, I just manually zoom it in every day. So maybe some days it's zoomed in more, some days it's zoomed in less. Let's see here, 30 seconds till news. What are we saying, guys? Up or down? Let's see in chat. Up or down, quickly. 30 seconds we have. Let's see. See if we're correct or wrong. Down? Everyone's saying down. Interesting. I say small spike only. I say nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Oh, you got down correct. A little bit crazy. Oh. Flip. Alright, so it came initially down. So people who said initially down were right. But now we're back in the range. And that's it. Thank you very much, guys. Screw up all the buyers and that's it. Let's see what happens. Stop hunt, basically? No, it's not a stop hunt. Sell stop guys are crying? Yeah, for sure. Wickfill would be nice? Yeah, depends how it closes, though. You have to be careful with this type of wickfill. Let's see if the numbers came out. Still not come out yet. I don't get it on... Yeah, it's weird, man. This is sketchy news. We don't know what news this is. What news is this? Is this the news? 8.1. So it came back average earnings. So they're earning a bit less. Pay for labor. So, okay. So they're paying less for labor. That's not good. That's not a good sign that they're paying less for... labor. So that might mean inflation is going higher because no, if inflation is going higher, then they will be paid more. Yeah, we'll have to see. Hard to forecast what this will come out as. Tomorrow is very key. Tomorrow is very key for the GBP. And what is price doing? Nothing. I want to know what unemployment rate is. It looks like we got scammed here. I mean, they didn't tell us what. It's like they hype us for unemployment and then they don't tell us. Yeah, it's not listed. GJ, just the tip? Just enough to impregnate the impulse sellers? Shit, man. Yeah, this is why we don't trade news, because it's full manipulation, right? I mean, they can do what they want. They can put whatever numbers they want, whatever news. They just decided to change it overnight. It's not fair. It's not fair. They get to know everything before we do. Well, we don't know what this news release is. Did all GBP pairs? Yeah, all had the same move. I guess buys are still valid now, especially after this liquidity grab. What's the name of the mix I'm playing? It's just called Lofi music on Epidemic Sound. If you guys enjoying the stream, would appreciate a like. We have how much? 7 of us. Oh, I can't even speak today. 700 of us in here today. Thank you very, very much for everyone joining. Appreciate you guys. Hope you're finding it valuable. Do let me know. Does London Stock Exchange and London Forex session open at the same time? Yes. 8 a.m. Turn up the music. I will like the chat twice. Then I have to shout, so it's too loud. The louder the music, the more I have to shout. Forecast is November. We hit 1,000 views. If we hit 1,000 views, I give you guys the free webinar and we do the giveaway. That's the goal, right? 700 people, only 200 likes. That's the deal we striked, right? That's the deal. 1,000 viewers, we'll do a free webinar. I wonder how that webinar is going to be. Is it going to be a mess, crowded? Minimum required capital of Forex. If that's a question, then you probably shouldn't be trading Forex, right? You have to think about the minimum capital. You probably shouldn't be trading Forex. There's no minimum capital. Welcome to the Tradesharpe Airways. Please buckle your seat and enjoy their flight. At least the US fucking things up big times first place. Yeah, I know, exactly. Is gold a good buy? Not from this area right here. I would like to see it pull back a little bit deeper. As I said, it might be an option to close above here, but again, this is right in the middle of the range here, so you're playing a little bit with fire here, you know? You rather pull back deeper first if you're gonna play this range. It's not really good gold in this range, actually. It's not that tradable. It's very risky. If this flips and closes 27 pips, I'll probably just run under the range. I don't like this resistance 7 pips. This is hard BE, this zone here. This zone here would be a hard BE. I really don't like it. Yeah, definitely. We haven't even retested it. That's the problem. Price hasn't even retested it. So you could really easily get something like this. Like, nope, not today. And we've seen how the FU candles have come at London, right? So we might see that. What's the best and worst part of this business, of trading business? Is the worst part? Yeah, that's a good question, actually. I haven't thought about that. The best part about trading is the flexibility, the opportunity, and the whole thing in itself. What I mean by that is that we don't have to rely on someone to buy our product. You don't have to rely on a supplier. You don't have to rely on many things. You just have to rely on yourself. So I guess that's a huge opportunity because it's you versus you, or you versus the market, sorry. Apart from that, the opportunity, we control risk. So realistically, we don't have much boundaries, you know, in realistic terms. We can keep pushing, risk, and you know, the opportunity here is huge. I guess the downside is that it's a very hard mental game. It's very tough emotionally. It's a difficult skill to acquire, and it's constantly requires you to be on top of things. You need to constantly be adapting. You need to constantly be innovating. You need to stay on top of things, stay on top of your psychology, and you need to keep pushing yourself. There's no time where you're just sitting pretty and comfortable. You're always trying to think, what's next? How do I increase risk? How do I get better? So I think that's the bad side, is that it's a very tough skill to acquire because of just the pure mental battle you have to face. I mean, no matter if you want to be the best or if you want to create big opportunity in trading, you need to have the mental capacity to handle big risk with a plan. Otherwise, this game will just eat you up like this. And I think that's the biggest thing, is how quickly this game can eat you up, you know, because it really does, you know, play with your psychology. The worst part about trading is waiting and patience. I think patience is my biggest source of income. So I don't mind the patience part. I think a lot of people are pressured to think they have to take trades every day, to think they have to take trades all the time to make money in this. And I think that's just a bad misconception that is placed in the market here. You don't have to. It's not how you're going to make money. You're going to make money by taking a consistent move whenever that shows up. I mean, yesterday, someone in the chat here shared an interesting fact that most of the profitable traders on prop firms only take 3 to 10 trades a month, and that's true. You know, whenever I've spoke to institutional traders, whenever I've spoke to traders who are profitable, they don't look to take, you know, a trade 3 to 10 trades a day. They just wait for their move, and if the market gives them a trade every day, they're gonna trade every day. But if their trade's not there, they're not gonna try and manipulate something in order to take a trade. Yeah, I think the bad side of trading is personal, right? It's personal because yeah, you know, people might struggle with discipline, people might struggle with patience, people might struggle with increasing risk because they're risk adverse. It's all different, right? It's all different. I wanted to ask about yesterday's time. You said that it's okay to take 3 hours post NY, but you usually only in London because it was ranging. I turned off my PC 20 minutes before the rage. I didn't have time to turn it on. Trade went fast. So what's the question? What's the question? What's the question? Yeah, it is okay 3 post NY because we have NYSE. So and it's like 2 volume times you get. You get NY open and then it resets after an hour and a half because you get NYSE. Does that make sense? Investing.com, they changed in 1 hour. Yeah, it's so weird, man. This news was weird. So it's not because London was ranging. Yeah, it's also mainly because London plan was still valid. We're still waiting for London plan to play out. So since we had these movements, we could see that this candle is closing with volume here, right? It's very clear to see that candle is closing with volume. And this plan we had from London, we're waiting. There's no reason why it wouldn't play out, right? You know, especially with London closed volume coming in. You know, if price was here, I would not be looking for trades because the move is done. I missed the move. But since the plan was still valid, then yes. Good luck, even. Good luck. Just discovered P&L and pips and points in MT5. It's much better than showing money. Yes, you could do that. Can you tell me the reason of gaps? It's sort of manipulation. No, it's just gaps is you spell gaps G-A-P-S, not E-S. That's gapes. Just so you know, I see you spell it like that. Just but basically the reason we have gaps is that volume is, you know, it's all good, man. We have volume that is traded when markets are closed because, you know, it's currencies and banks still have the opportunity to trade when markets are closed. And when markets are closed and there's volume that is traded, when the liquidity providers reopen, they're going to take the nearest price, and if that price has changed due to markets being traded when it was closed, it's going to open up in a gap. For me now, it's confidence. I struggle to get back on the horse. Yes, that's actually a very valid point. Confidence is going to batter you, and that takes a lot of time to build because you have to see your strategy work in times where you've been hit and you have to see it work in times where you keep winning, right? And you need to have that winning streak in order to prove to yourself that it has worked before. And then when you get hit, you have to control your emotions to be like, I need to still follow my plan. But mostly what happens is that people change their emotions and they start trading emotionally when they start losing. So it becomes a whole different scenario. All the way from Jamaica, I appreciate you. Appreciate you too, man. Thanks for joining up. Appreciate everyone joining up on the stream as always. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here. 700. Appreciate everyone as always. You looking for longs or shorts? Preferably, I mean, both make sense from this spot here. I don't mind both actually. Why is my support there? Oh, because of the wick reactions, and also this I took from yesterday. This is our range. This is our big range we've had since the same type of push we had, right? Remember I was speaking about this zone, how it was clean on a 4 hour. Every time we push in this zone, we have high volume. That played out beautifully yesterday. You can see every time we come in this zone, boom, nice push, nice push, nice push. And the bottom of that range of that zone, where after we've had that nice pushes, is this 15-minute here. We can see it right here. You see this one right here, where price is right now. That's where the range is, so I want to be below that. Close right at it. So now let's see what we got going on 5. Yeah, 5, I need some structure here. This is very weak, you know. This is not giving me confidence for a wick fill. I need a 30-minute close for wick fill. If you guys watch the wick fill video, make sure you do watch it. Wick fill secrets here. I do talk about how to take wick fills, and one of the rules in this video here is talking about having a 30-minute close instead of a 15, because 15 is where you most likely get a fake out, especially when the 5-minute has no structure. It's just candles closing, and we did not close below my line, right? We closed right at it. Why would it be choppy for sells? Well, look at the momentum we had from yesterday. If you erase these two candles here, you know, you can see the momentum is huge. This could just be a pullback to continue up bullish. So until we see structure form for sells, until we prove that price wants to break down, for example, an hour closing back outside this range, 30-minute also closing below, or 15-minute forming some sort of structure, then sells are not too confidence inducing here, right? Because this could easily just be in a liquidity grab to continue up bullish. I mean, if this forms a setup 3 and breaks a low, that's also nice. Might give that a shot. How would that look? Yeah, 14 pips here. You know, so there are options here, but I do want to see support. This wick kind of messes us up a little bit because it was caused by news. So sometimes what happens is that when news moves is done, it's done suddenly, and people want to retrace back to that area to basically retest it. It's like a retest after news, right? It's a retest after news. So what happens, you might come back down to the zone and then it goes up, you know. So we're kind of just waiting here to see what happens, but it's too early to take sells. Nothing close below. This 5-minute has no structure. One candle close bullish, then that could be it, you know. But if we see a candle close bullish and then we start breaking below, hey, now we have some information we can play off, right? That also with a 30-minute closing below, it will be very nice. Because we don't even have a low to break. This could respect the lows. The lows are all the way down here. So technically, sells only make sense when the lows are broken. So this could just do this inside of here. And then later we can break the lows, and that's where easy sells would be. GJ is not tradable today. It is tradable. It's not untradeable. Wouldn't say it's the cleanest. We're at the top of the range. It's not the cleanest, but it is tradable. Non-tradable is when it looks like this all session. This is non-tradable. What to do in gold? Gold, I don't like diddling in the middle at the moment. That's basically analyzing a news move. Nothing wrong with that. What do you mean? Yeah, gold is too close to this resistance here. Nothing much you can do. You guys are so excited with gold just because it's called gold. Just look at the price action. What is it saying? What is the price action saying? Not just because it's called gold, you think it's going to have a move every second. Right? Look at gold, look at gold. And then when I look at gold, it's not doing anything. It's like, guys, the minute gold moves, everyone's like, ah, just because they get these big candles on gold, they think it's going to happen again. And they're like, oh, gold started moving. Now it's time for it to move 200 pips. Please look at it quickly, quickly. I'm going to miss it. It's like, guys, just read price action. If you traded every single pair without names, they would be the same. Right? You would just follow what the candles are doing. Please look at EJ. Alright, we'll have a look at EJ for you, no problem. It's kind of similar to GJ, what it seems like. Yeah, this looks way more bearish than GJ because we're rejecting these lows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. We have 4 candle closes. Daily is still bullish though, so it's a mixed session. But as we break below these ranges here, this is where sells start to make sense. So similar thing with GJ, to see basically a close below and some sort of pullback, because you have to deal with this messy range here. This is the only problem, is there's not much range to sell into. That 7-8 pips, not really viable. It's not the cleanest, but you'd rely on volume to continue down. That's why it will be better to see structure to sell. More often than not, then gold does not move more than in London. NY has more volume. Yeah, exactly. Caught some pips with gold sells. Nice during Asian. Yeah, I mean, gold is tradable, but what I mean is they panic way too much here. I mean, this was, yeah, selling down to the bottom of the range makes sense. Like, especially this close. This was an easy close here. This close below the range right here. That would be my option. I see that's viable. But now it's like, you know, there's nothing going on now, you know. It's facts. What you said, gold moves 20 pips, they get too excited. It's like, read what price action is saying, you know. You can trade inside here, but read what price action is saying. Right now, it's not saying anything. You don't have range to buy. If you were to buy, you only have 7 pips, and you have to put a 30 pip stop loss, or minimum a 20 pip stop loss. So what's the option here? Read what it's saying. First time here, what's your Discord server? You can join it in the description. Free Discord server. Just a place to chat, ask questions, get access to all my resources here, share my trade. You can have the general chat here, all resources, the stream journal, all of that good stuff. Alright, starting to push down here. It will be interesting to see if we can break these lows. That's what's going to give us probabilities to continue down. So once the lows are broken, any closure starts to become interesting, especially if we could start pulling back on the 5 after that and then get a closure. If it respects these lows, this is where you're going to get your fake out, right? If this respects the lows here, it's where you're going to get a fake out. Seven minutes to like the 30-minute close. That will be interesting. Hopefully, I'm interested in a 30-minute close below. That gives me more confidence. We have enough range as well with a 30-minute close. 12 pips to here. If it keeps pushing, then it keeps pushing. They removed unemployment. They removed it. Inflation rate is more important. That would be the usual GJ move during London? Just a nuke? Yeah, exactly. Recently. Is the reason you're saying no? I'm saying now gold, right now, at this current moment, gold is not worth it because it's not, there's no trade. There's no trade to be taken. Try and see, even without a 30-minute close, I don't see any viable, real viable entry here. Especially with the 5 minutes looking like that. Do we need to retest support? No, we don't have to retest support. We just need some form of pullback here. Any form. 5-minute thunderstorm, something like that. Or just this 30-minute to close. Nice top wick. Can take it on a flip. And if it leaves a wick, can be a wick fill. All of that type of stuff. Please mention price levels. Some listen while on the move. No worries. Have I ever made $1 million in a month? No, I haven't. If I made $1 million in a month, I don't think I would take 2 months off. Why didn't we consider wick fill on the 15th? There's no, it's not a valid trade. It's not a valid trade. That wick is not a normal wick. It's caused by news, first of all. That's the first reason. Second reason, it didn't close below my zone. Third reason is the 5-minute had no structure to, to get and fill that wick. You're just relying on whatever. You're not relying on anything. You're just hoping it will fill the wick. It's not a valid wick fill. Now it looks like it's a valid wick fill because it happened. But at the time, this wick was caused by news. So you're not really looking at that. UK unemployment for August 23 at 4.3, which is higher than forecast at 4.1. Thanks. Interesting. Wait for resistance to be formed on a higher low first. Yeah, any form of resistance, even like a 15-minute setup 3, any form of resistance will make a lot of sense. Can you explain the importance of top and bottom wicks? If you have a bottom wick, it means it had support. No, bottom and top wicks is just what most candles have. So if you're taking a buy, you want a bottom wick on the next candle to ensure that you're not taking a buy into upside liquidity that will flip and then put you in drawdown. Right? So you want it to make a bottom wick, then break the high. That gives you huge high probabilities because it's kind of doing like, it's pulling down, saying, I'm rejecting and now I'm ready to go. But if it just goes, you don't know if it's ready or not. London feedback in here. Let's have a look. For GU looking to sell below that. Yeah, where your zone, yeah. Below that resistance makes sense. Yeah, that looks good. You might want to see maybe like a small pause here, pull back and then continue down. But yeah, this looks good. Yeah, that looks fine. Watch zone, yeah. Looks good. Why do we need resistance? Just to give us somewhere to manage the trade. Because look, if we take it now, we're not wrong until full stop. Take it now, full stop. There's nothing to tell you that price can not pull back from here. But if you have the small 5-minute resistance form and then we break this, like this for example, at least now we can rely on this to hold price towards the downside. If this is not here, this thing can just keep pulling back, and you can't do anything about it. You have to let it pull back. But once the pullback is done, it gives you double confidence, and this is how you avoid selling lows. If he made $1 million, you'd probably not see him on stream for 1 million years. Yeah, $1 million in a month. It's pretty good, man. If you could do that monthly. I'd still stream for fun. Probably wouldn't trade if I was up $1 million, that's for sure. Had no reason to. Can I go enjoy? Actually, maybe I'd stream here and there because you'd want to go enjoy, right? You'd want to do other things. This will be interesting if it closes above the range, huh? This will be very interesting. Why do you always end the stream before London Open? We haven't ended the stream before London Open in so long, man. We always end it after London Open. So the reason I always end the stream when I feel like it's gonna take 30 minutes for a position. And I rather sit on Zoom and relax and chat with the guys, and we trade on Zoom anyways. It's just I end the YouTube stream. Because most of our positions are taken, you know, pre-London Open. That's really where I'm looking to use London volume to my advantage. 30-minute close here. 15-minute is closing very weak bearish here, showing us signs of rejection. 5-minute closing bullish here. Could be an option if the 5-minute close is bearish below this. So this is kind of like the pullback I'm looking for. 30-minute wick fill here. Not too confident now that it's closing above these highs back here as well. To take the wick fill. It does make sense, but I'm fighting against the first 5-minute bullish candle. We don't know if this momentum is going to continue. So what I rather see is I rather just see a close below this range here. If I can see a close below this range, will be like a thunderstorm type idea and will allow me to continue down to here pretty easily. If some heavy volume comes in, might have to take a break of the lows, but we'll decide as we start to see price action develop on this new 30-minute candle here. Here's the volume. So now we see what it does at these lows. So let's do some measuring here, see what we got. Break of the lows. Around 10 pips to here. 11 pip stop-ish. Yeah, 11, 12 pip stop. Could be an option, break of these lows. See what happens. See the reaction. We'll see. Get systems up and running. Yeah, potentially break of these lows could be an option here. As we break these lows, give it a pip. Give it a bit of room. Still not in, not yet, not yet. Not broken on my broker. So I give it like a pip here. Like this. Alright, I'm in. Got triggered. Stop loss above the highs here. Max target down here, but really watching this level down here. Nice. This is like a hard BE point right here. And I'll manage based on that. Be happy even closing something like this. Stop loss above 30. Yeah, if it breaks back into the range, I'm happy to close here. So I'm really just watching that zone there. Nice. I'm gonna go full break even at this spot here though. Right at this resistance, I'll go full break even, hard break even spot. Nice push. See if we can get down into this zone here so I can move to break even. Makes sense. I don't really want this coming back to entry right now after such a nice push down. Kind of want it to continue here. We do have a 5-minute close. This is a nice 5-minute close. So we still should be good here. That's what I want to see. Let's go. Come on, GJ. Push it. Not that way. Other way. Yeah, we don't want to see this come back to entry now. I want to kind of see the 5-minute make a top wick now and flip. Nice. To break these 5-minute lows here. Yeah, we kind of broke it. Yeah, broke it on my broker as well. Gives us good probabilities to continue down here. Come on. A little bit more. Then we can move to break even here. Yeah, struggling at these wicks here. Kind of rejecting off these wicks. Do have time though. Move stops to break even. Yeah, moving stops now it makes sense as well. I do think that we can reach our zone. I just don't want to move it too early. As I said in chat. Read what I said in chat, right? Nice. Now we're moving nicely. Okay, at this point here, approaching this 15-minute support zone here, makes sense for me to move stops to break even, making this a risk-free trade. And yeah, looking to close. Yeah, maybe around this support up here as well. Could look to close somewhere around here as well. We'll see where I end up closing. Don't want to lose the trade at this point here. Doesn't make sense to lose the trade at this point after we got such a nice push. You could even close half here. I'm personally not closing half. It's around 10 pips. Not enough for me to close half. I'm going to hold it a little bit longer. And that's my personal choice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, looking to close pretty soon here. I'm just trailing on 1 minute. Just need a little bit more, like three pips more or something. We'll be happy. Yeah, I'm full BE now. Yeah, we can go full BE, boys. Yeah, probably. If this breaks back above the line, I'm gonna secure some. I'm gonna secure some if this breaks back above this line here. Just watching on lower time frame here. I do want to secure some. I'm running around 11, 12 pip profit here. But I do think we're still good. We're still good. You're out? Yeah, you can secure here full if you want to. I'm still holding. I think we're still good for now. I will close some if we break above this line here. Yes, sir. Come on, GJ. Just 4 pips more. Don't let me out with just 12 pips today. Give me a little bit more. A little bit more. You know you want to do it. For Harry, for Harry. You know, come on. We're doing it on stream. We need to eat lobsters. You know what I'm like, GJ. Just give me a little bit more and I'll be happy. You know, 14, 15 pips here. Come on, GJ. Just into this zone here. Just a little bit more. Yeah, it's struggling around this zone, which we expect it to do. I'm basically trailing like this. My stop loss is above this 1 minute high here. This 1 minute high looks a little bit different on my broker. It's just a high. It's not as high as this, but it's basically right here where this 1 minute is. And I'm happy to secure running around 12 pips at that. If I close there, we'll be around 11, 12 pips. Oh, it's almost taking me. I've just dragged my stop to there. So it's basically on my broker, it's here. Okay, I'm out. Close at 11 pips here. Closed full. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Not as much as I expected, but that's how to manage it, right? We manage it. Avoid missing profits. W's in the chat. Nice little trade there. Nice little 11 pip banger. So happy with the way I managed it. Yep, it wasn't the biggest trade, but we can't complain. We can't complain. So let's get it, guys. Yes, sir. I like it. I like it. Clean W's. And now we avoid this drawdown. That's my point. Looking for the efficient move. Nice. Yes, sir. Well done if you secured earlier, but this is exactly what I wanted to avoid. So yeah, 11 pips, but you know, it's okay. You got your GU trade as well? Nice. Can we get a trade breakdown? Of course, it's my pleasure. We'll do it after stream so we can have a discussion. Are you there after stream? Nice, guys, nice. Happy with that trade. Very clean. Happy that we were able to get it with news today. And followed the plan, right? We didn't take the wick fill, but that's exactly what we planned. Remember, for the what we wanted is that we wanted that pullback and then break of the lows to continue down here. So, congrats everyone. Let me check how much pips I exactly got. Around 10.5 or something, not 11. We'll put it accurately because I don't want to bullshit and then people complain, right? So we'll put it accurately in the stream journal. Not the biggest trade, but I can't complain. Took, what's this? Gbpjpy. It was taken off a 15 minute, but really a 5 pips here. It was a sell. Setup number 1. Actually, it was a thunderstorm. That's what it was. It was actually a thunderstorm. What time was it taking, guys? 10:35, right? 10:35. Yeah, I dragged my stop right where this line is. But my entry was just here. I actually got quite accurate. So yeah, like 10 pips basically, not even 11. But yeah, I do expect this to run down a little bit more if this 15 can close below this line. If the 15 doesn't close below the line, that's where it might not end up continuing down. But I'm happy to secure. You know, I'm happy to secure something. And just like that. Because realistically, this was target, right? This was the area we wanted to trade to. So I'm not going to be greedy at this zone. I think that's, in these, especially in these market conditions, the way we've been moving with news and everything, I don't want to be greedy here. Happy to take back something. It's not the biggest trade, but it's a consistent trade. That's what the best thing is. It's a consistent trade, and that's what matters, consistency. So make sure to leave a like on the stream. Come on, 800 of us here doing it live in front of everyone. Leave a like on the stream. Show some love, you know. Get the likes at least up to 400 today for that. Come on. You know, show some love. If you're new to the stream, welcome. Hope you find it beneficial. Make sure to leave a subscribe. Doing this live. And yeah, nice to have no haters in the chat. But I'm waiting for them. I'm waiting where they are. Yeah, well done, Didier, man. You planned that trade as well. They're all gone? Thanks, Harry. I can see I'm progressing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Will we have the Zoom for some time? Of course we will, man. That's how it is, man. You know the drill. You know the drill. That's why we're there. That's why we do it. So a good buy? No, I don't think it's a good buy. That's not a good buy. Is this a thunderstorm setup? This indeed was. See you in 15-20 minutes. Alright, you'll be back? Yeah, no worries. So yeah, 15-minute has closed above the range here. So it's kind of mixed here if it's going to continue down or not. To see continuation, you need to break the lows here. What is 5? 5-minute close bullish, so you might see a retracement first. Makes me happy about where I closed. You know, it makes me a lot more confident that, you know, that was a correct decision. Especially with the move we had. We had a pretty big push. That's why I didn't want to try push it. Especially selling into this zone where we see rejections here. So happy with this. Was this counter trend? No, this wasn't counter trend. Bias was mixed today. We had 2 4-hour candles closing bearish. We wanted resistance below this line. It's the plan that we all set out this morning. If we go to the private group, we can have a look at everyone's plans this morning. And I love that everyone had the same plan today. So if we go have a look, let's see what Crest is doing. Crest on AU today, saying that, look, so here's your AU analysis, guys, giving you some free gems just for you guys, because I'm being nice, giving you some free gems. Buys above here, he's saying, looking above that daily range. Above that, he has a nice clean range to the left. So that's his analysis, looking for buys above the range. Pretty much sells below the second structure. Makes sense. I like it. Just watch the top of this level, man, when you're selling. Just make sure you don't get the rejection off that. Otherwise, looks good. But look at the plans in London here. This is my favorite plan goes to M-Flow today because he said exactly what I wanted to see. See if we can have a look at this in depth. This was a good plan. So what he said here, and this is what I like. Buys above here makes sense. Watching this level here for our resistance next, but resistance to form underneath here. That was key. Resistance to form underneath. Right, strong rejection area to the upside, so he wanted to see resistance form, and that's exactly what we followed. That's exactly what we followed. We waited for what? For resistance to form underneath here, and we used the resistance we used was a 5-minute thunderstorm. So lovely to see that people are planning the same trade, and that's how it is. Bro, trading gold, please. I'm not gonna say I'm trading for me. I'm not trading for you, brother. I'm trading for me. Nice, bro. I found you 3 days ago. I must say I like your thinking and approach. Thanks for teaching me. No problem. Appreciate you finding me and glad you like the content. Why did you sell if previous day was bullish? Because 4 hours were bearish. Right? That's how bias works. I dropped the same plan too. Yeah, but Ali, you know, we can't always wanting credit, you know. We have to give credit to other people. I'm joking. Oh, there we go. 5-minute resistance below at thunderstorm. Okay. Ali gets second place here. We'll give him tie first place. All right, happy Ali? You can be tied at first place. What about an intro outro with thunderstorm simulation vibe? Would be cool. I don't have a simulation open, but I'm telling you guys, follow my Instagram because there's some exciting news, hopefully inshallah coming soon, and I'm really excited. So you guys better keep in the loop. So follow my Instagram. Make sure you're following the real Instagram. There are some scammers out there. This is my Instagram. I also post content there. I post daily content there, and you know, keep you updated on my stories. So you guys should definitely drop a follow. This is the Instagram link. Gonna post it here, and yeah, there's lots of value here. I post updates on the story, so definitely check out the Instagram. Let's try get this up to 4K. You know, this is Instagram lagging behind fully. People don't follow my Instagram, and I need it's a good tool for me because I can easily send out updates without having to start a whole stream to put out updates. Like maybe we're delayed, maybe I have to end stream early, so I can go and put that there. You know, and that's how it works. Guys, is there any reason why there are not many live streamers of gold? Probably London. You know, if you go to New York, I'm sure you'll find many live streamers on New York. You know? Don't use it. Yeah, if you don't have Instagram, then of course that's not relevant. Yeah, you should have added not many live gold streamers in London. Well, anyways, you should only be watching one stream, which is the Tradesharpe stream. You really have to make a signal group because you missed today's trade. Sorry, I don't believe in signals. It's not the way I want to do things. Like yesterday is a prime example of exactly how I want to take trades. We were planning that New York buys, the whole New York, and everyone was there to be open to take those buy. And then when it came to time taking the trade, we were discussing. I was active. I'm saying I'm looking here, I'm looking there. That's way better because I don't want to sit here and people rely on me for signals. It's not something I want to do. I want to focus on my trading, and this is the best way to focus on my trading. And people don't understand signals because they don't understand the whole picture. If signals, you have to force trades because people are expecting to make money, and then it creates bad image, and you're just doing it to make money. You know, I rather risk the money on my own trades than trying to get it from others from selling signals. You know, it's just not something, not my brand image I want to be. My brand image wants to be in providing something that people can benefit from, and building connections, building relationships, building opportunities with others, and building friends, communities, making trading a good environment. Because if I can build good environments, that's where we're all going to progress together, including me, right? If other people are pushing to get better, I'm going to get better, right? If I'm pushing to be better, they're going to get better, and that's useful for me. That's how I benefit of that, right? It's just more valuable long term. It's sustainable, more valuable, and I enjoy it. Most importantly is I enjoy it. I need to do something that I enjoy. Sending signals I would not enjoy. You know, that's the difference. You can do both education and signals. As I said, I don't enjoy signals. Basically, what I do, come on, guys. You know, if you know, you know. Like, if you're in the group, you know, it's like, it's, you know, we're trading together. Wink, wink. You know what I mean? Following different traders will make you understand undisciplined trader. You have to find your own way of trading. Yeah, exactly. Definitely better way of signals. Earn while you learn. Yeah, exactly. You're honest, man. Glad you found. Thanks. I'm glad you found me as well. SMC crying? Well, that's Harry for you. Godspeed. Thanks for the hard work. Appreciate you guys as well. I appreciate the support. That's all I ask in return is support. You know, to try help multiple people. If we can get this information out, then, you know, at least we can get some good information out there in the FX industry. And the thing is, I do a lot for free, so people will just benefit off the free content. If I can't allow, you know, I don't need people to join the group or anything, but my point is that I just want people to lose less money in the Forex industry, and the way that's going to happen is from them getting information, right? Yeah, that discussion goes in NY session. Yeah, exactly. I normally add the channel, so make sure you have notifications on. Yesterday I added the channel. When will your spot open? I want to join. I haven't decided when I want to open the spots, but normally end of this month, maybe beginning of next month. I'll open spots again for the group, but for now it's closed. So yeah. But yeah, once it opens, you're welcome to join. No worries, man. Yeah, I mean, once you do your job like this, you know, unless there's another crazy option, you don't have to sit here at the charts, you know. We will wait. Like your style of trading, and thanks for your help. No, I appreciate you. Thanks for wanting to be part and wanting to grow and get better and join the group, you know, and it will be beneficial. The point is that when you join, then I can help you out, and it will be all controlled. But look, GJ is pushing down after the retest up here. 5-minute would have created resistance. Yeah, beautiful. And this probably should now head, next zone it's going to head to is 182.086 here. And personally, I'm interested to see if my full TP will play out, but that's just more for personal information here. Interested to see what London Open will do. Only 11 pips? My shit was 11 pips? You get paid to do that? Damn, man. Bodybuilders would be rich. 1 to 2 months ago, I started consistently follow your live stream, and it's helped me so much in my improvement. I can't never thank you enough. I'll never forget you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Went through my full course. Great picks, and I've opened a challenge account. No time back, trade brother. First time in the street. Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome. Even if hit full T long term, it's better. You did see rejection. Yes, I just want to see for my. I'm taking note of these things. How many trades hit full T? How many don't? Because now I'm looking to hold trades longer, right? Because ultimately, if you can hold trades longer, that makes sense to hold longer. Then you can trade less. You can trade less. You have more time. And if you can trade less, well, no, you can trade less. You can make more. First of all. Yeah, it is important. I will consider in my notes. Don't worry. I can't wait to get money so I can join the exclusive groups. Yeah, man, no rush, right? Make sure that you can afford and you're happy to pay. There's no rush to do that, man. There's no rush at all. Who was your mentor? Had a lot of mentors, right? And from the beginning, YouTube. I never paid anyone directly to teach me one-on-one, though. You gave me a win, I gave you a like. Yeah, that's a bloody good deal. I wish I could secure more deals like that. Win for a like. That's amazing. Not paying one-on-ones like other suckers. No, just by the time I was a year and a half in, I just found no one. And also the time when I started trading, one-on-ones were costing around $2,000, $1,500. I just couldn't find any value of paying that much money. I was thinking to myself, why should I pay for 1 hour $1,500? Right? GJ full TP soon? Yeah, it looks like that my plan will play out. Which is nice to see. How much was full TP? Full TP was 23 pips. Full TP would be 500. Maybe this support here, you know, 21 pips. Next month, plan to enter exclusive group? Yeah, you're welcome. Do you accept Italian guy? We have a few Italian guys, so you will not be alone, brother. You'll not be alone. 17 pips in profit? Yeah, don't be too greedy. Make sure to secure We have London Open in 2 minutes here. So London Open can give you fat rejection towards the upside. So yeah. Facts don't fall for the scams. Nearly fell for a 3K group. Wow. That's expensive. I'm disabled and I would love to improve my life. Do you have any newbie tutorials? Yeah, man. Understand that, first of all, you know, you have to use that as an advantage for yourself. You know, use it as motivation to get better. You know, and I'm glad you're taking the next steps to improve your life. That's, you know, very impressive. And, you know, you keep it up. And, yeah, man, you know, shout out to you. But for newbie stuff, go and check my free content. Go and check my free content on YouTube channel. Watch my free Forex course. That will help you. Let's see what London Open does. I wonder if London Open is going to give rejection or wick fill. What are we saying, guys, in Zoom? Full TP 181.978 for those looking. 978. I think 182 reaction point TP, but yeah, that makes sense. Around that support. We have one main group in Romania and they were news as a scam because many were losing, but they were legit though. Shit. Some people just want to hate on other people. Yeah, with this no bottom wick, if you're still in a position, consider securing with this no bottom wick, right? Consider to take something. I mean, no top wick, sorry. Because at any time now, this can flip. This can flip anytime. So this is, you're getting a little bit of a lucky push here. And if this flips, then you don't know how much it can drive up. Or you just hover your stops above the flip. You know, so that if it flips, then you're okay. See, there we go. This is the problem. Watch is best of a trade, phone or PC? PC is always best to have it open because it's easy to manage position on PC and all of that stuff. Phone is also... Phone, you need to have both. So you can use phone to execute on your trades and stuff. But you need to have in front of you a screen or something that you can also... You can't do both. It's a bit difficult. You can, but it's not the best. Didn't see M for... Yeah, I remember M. What happened to... Who was the other guy who was in chat that he came and when he first came, he was aggressive and we were hating on him and then he became friends of the stream. What was his name? He had a green username. ATR, yes, Ali. Let's go, man. You remember. Where is he, man? He was protecting the stream once he came. Hi Harry, are your older YouTube videos still relevant or do you think they conflict with your current strategy? No, they're still relevant. I was trading the same strategy back then. When I started YouTube, I was trading that strategy. I was mixing in a little bit of... I used to talk about SMC because I didn't agree with it, and I used to make parodies on SMC. And also it was a popular topic, so helped me get out there. My goal is to end the year on B. I was minus 5% for the year. Now I'm minus 2%. Do you think your goal is valid? I think your goal is an amazing goal, and I wouldn't limit yourself at your goal. Your goal should be not to end your year on BE. Your goal should be to take accurate trades and see where your year lands you. You could be up 10%. You could end up being BE. You could be up 20%. You could be up 5%. You don't know. So your goal should be taking profitable trades, following your plan, and seeing the rewards... Yeah, there we go. Full TP will be hit here. That's interesting to see. So we take that into note. Take a note of that. One sec, I'll be back. we need to update stream statistics. What's the win rate? Nice. 38. Someone calculate that for me. Drop some likes, guys. Make 500. Straight lobster. Yeah, lobster's in the chat. What's my gym diet? Only lobsters? Actually, no. Lobsters only on the weekend. 82. Can you believe this? Like, we only go up by 0.6. Not even 0.4 we go up, right? And if you take a loss, you go down by 2%. It's like, that's why win rate is not a good factor to base your trading off. Like, you guys should not focus on win rate, should focus on the results of your trades. Win rate will mess with your psychology, for sure. Why was you against SMC? I just found it a complicated way of price action, and you spend more time learning than actually applying the skill on the charts. That's why. Alright guys, I think I'm going to wrap up stream here. Job is done for the day. We can keep it clean, simple, and... not clean. Short, clean, and simple. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, we'll just basically do that. For now, trades is done. I mean, to get into any other positions, you need pullbacks to continue down. Maybe below, maybe more options below 182. But yeah, that's how it is. You know, you need to below 182. Maybe there's options now to continue down. You have a nice little range here to trade. But, you know, check if that's viable if you want to give yourself another trade. And yeah, you know, you can just base it off that. But otherwise, pullbacks to continue down, and then you kind of pick it up. You can leave it and pick it up back in New York if you're planning to trade New York today. And that's how it is, man. You know, take one trade in London, move on, look for another trade in New York if you're going to trade New York, or just take one trade a day. You know, that's it. That's really all you need consistently long term, and it adds up over time, right? Trust me, I know, because I've seen the results. So yeah, that's how it is. And what about the upcoming announcements? I told you, follow my Instagram. If not, I will announce it. You guys will see something launching hopefully soon. And yeah, that being said, guys, take care. Appreciate everyone showing up to the stream as always. It's always a pleasure to have you on stream. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.